Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Pocket World figure, and you can kind of get an idea of who that is, Electro. And there's the box, 1/12 scale collectible, and on the box it doesn't even show you, it doesn't even tell you the name of this character here. So yeah, I think because it's not a licensed product by this company, so I guess that's why they don't want to put the name on there or anything like that. Alright, and here we have the figure outside of packaging, and let's go over accessories first. So on the tray here we have lightning effects, a pair of hands for the lightning effects, and then we have a pair of regular hands, two pairs of gloved hands, and then we have a magnet, and then we have a light up head because I purchased the deluxe version, and that's the bottom socket piece that came off. It literally just fell off. And then there's the base back here, and it does have a bendy wire stand right there. And then there's the figure himself, Electro, played by Jamie Foxx. Oh, I forgot to bring the black light, so I won't be able to show you the lighting effect on this head, or actually, well, that head will still work, but yeah. But here he is. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. If this thing could focus, there we go. I think it looks quite good as far as the likeness is concerned. Look at all those veins. And then you could kind of get an idea that this figure is going to be pretty limited as far as range of motion, especially the torso section, because this whole thing is one piece all the way down to the crotch. That's one piece that they glue to the undersuit. So yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of range out of that. And the boots are actually one piece, so again, you're not going to get a whole lot of range out of those ankles. Knee pads are glued on. Shoulder pads are glued on, and then I think the collar piece might be glued on as well. Alright, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so you guys could kind of see the light up head. So on the bottom of the light up head, here's where the battery is housed. So I mean, once it runs out of battery, I guess if you want to do it, you could pry this piece open, which was kind of poorly glued on anyway to begin with. So here's where you could gain access to the battery. So if you want to switch them out or take them out, you're able to do that. So with the light up head, here's a piece of magnet, so you put it on top of this head, then it lights up. But right now I think it's just way too bright here to be able to see it. It's kind of flashing. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna turn off the light itself so you guys can see it better. So here's his head flashing, so I'm gonna turn this magnet off. Here's what it looks like when it's on. Let me readjust. So it lights up his whole head, which is kind of nice. Yeah, and you can kind of see where the light source is coming from. And if you pop this head off, and I'm just going to set it on top of this body here. Now you can't see the body, but here's what it looks like. You know what, I'm just going to take it off. Then show you the head alone. Let me try to refocus. There we go. It's really cool in person because it's a little bit brighter than how it picks up on camera. Then when you tap it again, it flashes, and then tap it once more, it goes off. And that's the light up head. Get another look at him. I think it looks really good. The head sculpt is just fantastic. The lines they put on here are a little rough, a little thick, so if you flash it with a black light, you will see lines on his forehead, but you'll see lines everywhere actually, but you will see it looks kind of thick in proportion to the head, because with the head this small, you would figure the lines would be really fine lines, like thinner than a piece of hair, but it's not. It's kind of thick. So let me pop this. So here's the ball joint socket. Pop this on. There he is. Zoom out a little bit, show you guys articulation of this figure. Brighten this up a little bit more. There we go. So as far as articulation, shoulders, I wouldn't force it too much. Damn, that's it. Looks like, oh no, you could push it up a little more. I don't want to push it too hard because this fabric on the suit might tear on me. And then rotation, of course, is going to be limited because it is a fabric suit. Then elbows could bend over 90 degrees, and you could see the skin tone underneath the hand here is brown. So, which is kind of disappointing because you would figure this person would be all blue, right? So you would figure the inner suit might be blue, the inner body might be blue, but it's not. It's just the hands. Even the wrist peg is brown, so yeah. And then torso, I mean, there is a range of motion here, but it is hindered by this this piece here, this whole thing. So, and I don't know how well this thing is glued on. Yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. And here's the back side of it. Then legs can give you, no, cannot give you 90. Knees could bend more than 90 degrees. And then the ankle, again, this whole boot is one piece, so you're not going to get any range out of that. So as far as articulation is very poor. Not because the body itself is poor, it's just because all the armor pieces on him, which restricts his range of motion quite a bit. And then when you first get it out of the box, the ankles, the way they sculpted this, or the way it was packaged, he was leaning back quite a bit, so he was not able to stand. So I had to heat it up with a hair dryer, soften up the plastic, and then push his ankle forward a little bit, push his boot forward a little bit at a more of an angle instead of 90 degrees, and then I got him to stay in this position. So now I can readjust his body to compensate for the ankle degree. And then let's see, you can see here stitching right here, and this stitching is into the knee pad, so it's off a little bit. I think the person who attached this these pieces on didn't care enough to readjust those pants back to the right position before they glue these knee pads on, which is a shame. So you can see it back here. This is off-centered, this is centered. Yeah. And this figure will set you back a little over $100 for the deluxe version. If you want the light up head, it's gonna be a little over 100. And to me, honestly, I don't think this figure is worth $100. Even without the light up head, I don't think it's worth 80-ish. I think this is more of a 60, 70 at most type of figure, because there's not a whole lot you could do with him, because he's completely restricted everywhere. So even when you do flight pose, his ankle is going to be like that. So that's not flying. That's not levitating. That's just pushing the ankle back. It just doesn't look good at all. So he's just gonna be standing on your shelf for the most part, and light up head is good. Light up head is good, but for over $100 for a light up head, I don't think so. Not that great. And then with the hands and stuff, there's a lot of options. No, not a whole lot of options, but these hands, they do react with UV light, black light, so you would be able to give him some cool lighting effects with these. If you're taking photos, shine a black light around his effect pieces and the hand, then you'll glow kind of bluish. And here are the other hands. Yeah. So with this, I'll probably put photos at the end there just to show what he looks like with it on, so with the black light shining on it or something. But at the moment I won't be able to show it to you. Yeah, and the body does feel a little flimsy. I think pretty much all the Pocket World stuff are a little bit flimsy. They are pretty fragile feel to it, so gotta be careful with these figures. And yeah, honestly, yeah, not worth $100. But if you really want a Electro figure to go with your Spider-Man, like the SHF Spider-Mans, then this is something you might want to pick up. Because right now I have Electro, Doc Ock, Vulture, and a Goblin. So they're gonna look good all together. So yeah. Oh, and then I have the original. What is that? The Marvel Deluxe or Marvel Select Lizard. So that's gonna be added in, and it's gonna be a really cool group shot together of all the villains. But yeah, there he is. So let me give you one last close-up before I end this video. So here's one last look at Electro. So overall, I am still glad I purchased this, but is it worth the price? No, not worth the price tag. Yeah. So there you go. Pocket World's Electro figure, 1/12 scale. Thanks for watching.